goals. So I have a lot of experience and a lot of time. I don't say that to be, snooty about it, but I have a lot of experience doing what I'm doing, and bringing that experience to online has been pretty exciting. So I'm gonna drink my tea here. So we are live on YouTube and Facebook, 2 Facebook groups. So that's exciting. And you guys on TikTok. Um, so let me take a sip. If you're joining me here on Facebook, just go ahead and give StreamYard permission so that I can see your name. It is really, I'm really cold today. This is my fourth cup of tea. I found this, I didn't find it, but I decided to buy this brand of tea. Oh, hello, Annette. Long time no see. I decided to buy a brand of tea, and they have different flavors and different teas and stuff. It's the Yogi brand, and they have. Hey, Jenny, thanks for popping on. They have little, like these little tags, and they have different sayings on them. So this one is pretty interesting. Let your need be to help those in need. Thought that was really pretty interesting, considering I'm here live, right? Sending a message. Hey, sorry, it just says Facebook user. I'm not sure who it is. I'm not sure who you are. I wish I could call you something other than Facebook user. Oh, hey, Charita. Thanks for joining. StreamYard's funky sometimes. Like, I realized once I switched over to the professional account. Oh, hey, Jim. Thanks, Annette. Once I switched, I got to set up the Zoom meeting for tonight. Once I bought the professional thing on StreamYard, it wouldn't show my name anymore, which was really weird. So I always had to start all of my messages with Colleen ... which I thought was pretty funny. So multitasking here today. I'm on 2 Facebook groups, YouTube and TikTok. So how to stop feeling frustrated. So this is something that maybe you already do. I'm not really sure. But something that popped into my head the end of last week, a lot of the conversations I was having, in-person clients as well as online clients that I've been working with for a while, and some new ones, and then some potential new ones. There was all like a common theme, and it was a feeling frustrated with life, feeling frustrated with life in the sense that they felt like their life tasks that they had to do was preventing them from being able to move and find success and get to where they wanted to go with their online business. Feeling frustrated in the sense of personal goals. Like, a lot of people, had set some personal goals for themselves and felt like they weren't really working towards any of those personal goals, which I can align with, because I've not been doing a very good job working on my personal goals this year. But you know what? Own it, right? Own it. Own that shit. Like it is what it is. I get in my own way, and that just is what it is. So common theme, feeling frustrated, and I talk to many people. So let me framework that too. So I talk to many people. Some people are primarily a stay-at-home parent. Some people are recently laid off from their job. My in-person clients, I've had a couple recently get laid off. Some people work full-time and really want, and they're starting to see momentum pick up in their online business, meaning, the people that they're talking, the people that they're talking to is increasing. A few of them have had a couple of sales, and And then the biggest one is frustration, feeling like they have no clear direction on what it is that they should be doing. So it's almost like um, they feel like they're running around doing all these things, but there's no like connectivity to it. And I'm gonna cover those one. I'm gonna try to cover those one at a time. So when you're feeling frustrated and you're feeling like usually like a great sense of overwhelmedness comes with feeling frustrated, and the human nature, the human typical thing to do is to, kind of do this. You go into a cave, right? Maybe you sprawl out on the couch and you binge Netflix, which I'm going to tell you, it's not really a bad thing. Kind of did that this weekend. Um, but doing that to avoid doing what it is that you know that you want to be doing in order for things in your life to change. So when you exactly and keep coming out with excuses, absolutely, absolutely, and I think that's still you, Jim. um the Because let's face it, guys, when somebody is giving you excuses, do you know instantly their excuses, or am I the only one? Right, let me know in the comments. Am I the only one that can say like, well, that's an excuse? What are some of the common excuses that people use? I'm too tired. Well, if you're too tired, chances are you're not doing a good job taking care of yourself. So let's look at that. I don't have enough time. Okay, we all have enough time. However, with your personal and professional commitments, your time might be pulled in too many directions. So let's take a look at that, right? Um, some of the other excuses are what? I don't have enough money to invest in myself. But yet, let's take a look at that, because you know what? Last year when I wanted to invest in coaching, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's a lot of money a month. Like I don't think I can afford that." And I'm like, "You know what? Hold on a second. Let me take a look at everything, right?" So I took a look at everything and I was like, "Wow, if I cut out these two things every week, they're two things that I'm willing to give up in order to afford coaching. Not only could I afford coaching, I had two times, I could afford coaching two times in 1 month. That's how much money I was spending frivolously and not even really paying attention to it. So that's what I did. I cut out doing those two things every single week. And not only have I been able to afford coaching, I've been able to pack some money away from nice. Absolutely, Kimry. You stopped your Dunkin'. Absolutely. That's a huge expense that people don't even realize, right? I stopped, my kids and I would go out to eat once a week. And it's just basically because I didn't want to cook, and I would get my nails done. I would get no, I wouldn't get my nails done every week, but I would get my nails done and my daughter's nails done, which basically ended up like a weekly thing if you broke it up, because I'd get a pedicure too. So I stopped doing those things, and just by not going out to eat, I saved a ton of money. And so then that led me to get on even a tighter budget. And financial overwhelm is a big reason why a lot of people have frustration, because carrying that weight of, even if you have enough money to pay for it, not life stuff, not like food shopping and gas for your car, like not the stuff that's never going to go away, but the extra stuff, right? Like debt. If you don't have enough money to pay it off at the end of the month, that causes stress. And let's face it, there's a large percentage of people that live under enormous debt, and that's a lot of stress. So that's financial frustration. And there's a lot of people that I've heard in the online space that they'll talk about how when they started to build an online business, they were like 40,000 in debt, or 50,000 or 100,000 or whatever it might be. Um, we've gotten to a better spot, but my mindset is behind. Oh, okay, Brandy. Yeah. And mindset, it's interesting that you bring that up, because my primary focus for entrepreneurs is mindset. My whole all I offer is a mindset directed, because again, being a life coach and a business coach for personal professional growth for 20 plus years, I'm all about mindset. So everything I do in coaching is business tactics along with mindset, and how you really can like shift your business once you figure out the root cause of why your mindset's, kind of wonky, right? So I went live this morning in my coaching group, and we talked about what we talked about for like an hour, and but I don't even really remember what we talked about, because I've been so enmeshed in creative business mode today. It's all kind of blurring together at this point. um, but one thing that I've had on my mind since since we met at 9 o'clock this morning is, this is the picture, and I got to figure out a way to market this, but this is the picture that I've had in my mind all day long, right? Is people, and I really should create a video about this. I don't know how to do it creatively, but the thing that I've had in my brain all day long about all the people that I've talked to just in this past week, right? Um, is they're acting as if they're trying to manage their life and build an online business as if they're toddlers, right? Now, think about, sorry if you don't have any experience with kids, but think about what a toddler does. A 2-year-old has approximately a 20-second attention span. There's a lot of 20-second increments in a whole entire day, right? They are busy, 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 going from one thing to another, blah, 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 all around the place, right? So a 30-second, a 3-year-old has like a 30-second, 40-second, 50-second, right? You get the gist, right? So in my brain this morning and all day, I have had the picture of a toddler, all of these adults that are trying to build an online business and manage their lives, because I work with both, right? They're acting as if they're toddlers, going from station to station to station to station to station to station, and there's no cohesiveness to it. They're they're over here doing this, they're over here doing this, they're over here doing this, and they don't really understand why or how any of it connects to work together. And that leaves you feeling really frustrated and really overwhelmed if that's how you are, one, living your life, two, trying to run your business, right? um brandy brandy on TikTok says she relates. Exactly. And I don't really know if there's any one thing in particular that brought that, but I've been working out in my brain, um a long form piece of content, like in using that framework, but I got to put it together before I put it, I put it fully into words, because it has to make sense, right? But just picture that if you are spending all that you, so you've spent money, you've invested in yourself, you're watching videos, you're watching what other people doing, you're doing your market research, you're taking notes, right? Absolutely. And fear too. um, you're taking notes and you're trying to put this all together, and you get so overwhelmed, and you're like, hell with it, I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna go watch Netflix. I'm gonna go watch Hulu. I'm gonna go watch Paramount, Peacock, whatever it might be. I'm gonna I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm gonna go back to the gym. I'm gonna call a friend. I'm gonna go visit my mom. I'm gonna go visit my dad. Gonna go visit my grandmother. Gonna go clean the toilet, right? You're going to do pretty much anything to avoid feeling frustrated. And the goal of, so here's a pitch, everyone. I'm gonna pitch you right now. So the goal of my Become Unstoppable in 10 days. Unstoppable, we're going to name it. The goal of that, which you have an hour and a half to jump in if you haven't already jumped in. It is 10 days. It is $10 per day. It's a $100 investment. And guys, for those of you who haven't heard about it yet, this is it built out. It's like legit everything I can possibly think of that is going to help you in your business. It's not super heavy on business tactics. It's super heavy on the business tactics that are important in your business. It's super heavy on mindset, because that's what we do, right? So there's my shameless plug. If you haven't jumped into Unstoppable, it starts tonight at 7 p.m. It goes for 10 days. It is Zoom format. It's not just me sitting here talking to you. We're in a room together. You always have the replays if you want them. Yes, Brandy, yes, the replays are, you'll be invited to a private Facebook group called Unstoppable. I have hopeful future plans for it. I'm hoping it hits the way that I want it to hit. And if it does, there's some things, there's a direction that we'll be able to go if that's the case. But you will have access to all of the recordings forever. They'll be in that Facebook group. I'm going back through all of my trainings and all of my little mini masterminds that I've done, and I'm adding those as bonuses. I'm adding bonuses for some of the things I've created for other people that I've worked with that they've requested. So I'm super excited for it. I'm super excited to do it. And for those of you who don't know I jammed with my coaching group this morning. For those of you who don't know, it was birthed from How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. And the reason why it ended up being 10 days was because of what the magazine boss said. 5 days isn't enough, and we go to press in 11. So when I look at the framework and what I've built out, there's no way that I could do this in less than 10 days. And I really want this Unstoppable to be, it's going to complement any course that you have invested in. It's going to complement that. It's going to give you how to create your story, how to do market research, and how to do marketing for you, not just a blank framework. We're going to dive deep into you, who you are, what you are, why you are, and all of that stuff. There's some fun things that we're going to do. So yeah, you have until 6:30 tonight to jump in, because it starts at 7. So Brandy, if you want to jump in, just hit me up through, I think we're friends on Facebook. If not, just find me on Facebook. I'm Colleen Ducharme on Facebook. Send me a direct message. I'll send you the sign up, and you'll get into the group, and then you'll be able to roll with us tonight, which is super exciting. So, and for those of you that are not aware of it too, what I've done is, in order to accommodate as many people's time zones, I'm alternating the time of the Zooms. So like tonight is 7, tomorrow we go at 9 a.m. And I think I've done that. And yes, we do go Saturday and Sunday. We go 10 days straight, including Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday are 2 p.m. both days, Eastern Standard Time. So I've alternated evening, morning. So as many people, hopefully as possible, can join, because there's some people that live out of the U.S., not you, Annette, in Canada, but I know you live out of the U.S., but people that are like, 7 and 8 hours opposite of us. Annette, you're only 2, which I know for 9 a.m. is rough for you, but you come with your coffee and you have coffee with me. All right, so enough of that. So yes, if you're interested in jumping in, jump in. You have till 6:30 tonight to get in there. I'll be watching my messages pretty closely. All right, so getting back to feeling frustrated. So that's what we jammed on this morning, how to get started after you've stopped. So that goes along the lines of feeling frustrated. When you're feeling frustrated, now guys, I'm a fan of, you can do this electronically if you want to, but I'm a fan of pen and paper. I do a lot of things electronic, but I'm a fan of pen and paper for these types of things. Hey, Georgie, thanks for popping on. If you're feeling frustrated, take a piece of paper, regular lined paper, and I want you to do 3 columns. I want you to do a column for personal, I want you to do a column for family, and I want you to do a column for professional. And I want you to list everything that you have to do in a day in each of those columns. So if you do not work outside of the house and you are a stay-at-home parent, I want you, in the professional column, I want you to list all the jobs that you do as a stay-at-home parent, because parenting is one thing. That means being with your children, having fun with your children, creating memories, and teaching your children things, right? Washing their laundry is a job. Changing their bed is a job. Those are jobs that you do as a parent. So hopefully that makes sense. So 3 columns, write down all the things that you need to do in a day. And I want you to take a red pen and I want you to give yourself 60 days. I want you to take off what you can afford to take off from that. If you, now your friends and family, and you might be like, oh my God, I can't do that. But if you have limited time and you're serious about starting an online business and you're feeling frustrated by the lack of achievement that you're seeing, maybe you're not happy with the growth, maybe you're not happy with the growth. Let's just call it the growth, right? Let's figure out what in your life that you can put on pause. Sorry, you have to do the laundry, you have to cook for your kids, like you need to cook for yourself. But what is it in your life that you can put on pause for 60 days? If it's once a night girls' night, can you give that up for 60 days? Yes, you can. You can. I'm serious. Yes, you can. Not saying to give up friend time, but can you give up a whole entire night, a whole entire weekend, whole entire day? Yes, you can, for 60 days, guys. That's 8 weekends. We can do anything for 8 weekends, 60 days. We can do anything short term. So make a list of all 3 of those things that you do, right? Personal, family, and professional. And love pen and paper. I hated the days of chiseling on a stone tablet. That's got to be you, Jim. Exactly. I don't know how the Flintstones did it. Um, so the next time that you're feeling frustrated and you're feeling overwhelmed, let's also take a look at what is it that you're doing to take care of yourself, right? What is it that you're doing? Is it you're running ragged, taking care of everyone else? That's what someone who jumped into Unstoppable, that is one of the things that they said they talked about. They want to learn is why they put everyone else before themselves, and they come last, right? So there's psychological reasons for that, and some of that will be covered in Unstoppable, but usually it is usually it's learned and it's taught. So let's start with how you're taught to put others' needs before yours. So Let's say you are the firstborn in your family and you have one sibling or many, and you were expected, which is not uncommon, but you were expected to be the other adult in the house, whether it's the third adult, fourth adult, whatever it might be. You were expected to help take care of your younger siblings. You were taught and conditioned that your needs, because your parents were working, or your adults, whoever took care of you, they were working hard to take care of all of you. So now they passed on that. Put your needs aside and take care of your siblings. Go give this one a bath. Make sure this one brushed their teeth. Oh, help this one with their homework. I'm not saying that that is a bad thing for families to work together and help each other. But if you weren't allowed to play soccer because you had to take care of your siblings, that taught you to put other people's needs before your own. So that is one way that you can fall into that trap in online business, which can leave you feeling frustrated. You go into all these groups or you engage in all these conversations with people, and you're super supportive, and you attend as many things as you can attend that they're doing, and you're their biggest cheerleader. Um, and you think you've built something solid and mutual with them, and then all of a sudden you find out that they've done something and didn't think of you. And you're like, oh, that will leave you feeling super frustrated, right? Because we as humans expect other people to treat us the way that we treat them. And that's not the way it works. Woo, spicy ginger mango tea. Um, so that's another big reason why a lot of people get frustrated uh, building an online business and in life, is putting the needs of others before themselves. And when you're a parent and your kids are little, you have to put their needs um, before your own. I get flack all the time from people that, my primary focus is being the best mom that I could possibly be. I'm a single mom, been single for um, going on 11 years this year, and haven't dated, no interest in dating. And, I get a lot of flack from my friends, and they're like, oh, well, you're going to be alone forever. You're going to get too old, and, you're never going to find someone, and blah, 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 blah. And, well, okay. I'm I am never, and I don't sacrifice my whole entire being for my kids, but my kids are my primary concern. Yes, I don't make plans with my friends until I know my kids' schedule. I will never regret that. I will never regret that, because that's how much being a parent means to me. So, I have to share two exciting things with you guys. This is not business related at all, but it's part of my personal brand. So, my daughter goes to a technical high school. She's a senior this year. And technical high schools, I'm not, yeah, it's only technical high schools that they participate in something called Skills USA. And it is exactly what it sounds like, right? It's the skills they're learning in their shop that they compete, right? So at first, they compete within their school. And then second, they compete within their district. So obviously all the schools that are in their district. And if they win district, then they go on to state, right? So she, last year as a junior, she came in second place in two categories, which is super cool. So she made it to districts. She didn't make it to states last year. Guess what? This year, she came in first place in two categories for her school and second place in a third category for her school. Last week, they did the district competitions, and she came in first place out of the whole district. So that means she gets to go on to states and compete. She is super friggin' excited. And now she's like, I hope I make it to nationals. So talk about, and when she came home from after taking the district competition last week, I'm like, so how'd you think you did? And she's like, oh, I don't think I did good at all. I didn't really know any of the questions. I don't think I was really prepared for it. And look at, she beat everyone out of all the district, right? Super friggin' excited. So my son, he's in 7th grade, and this year is his first year bowling in a bowling league. So he entered his first tournament and last fall, and beat out everyone that was in his league that he bowls with on Saturdays. He beat out everyone um, except for I think two, maybe three kids, two kids. Him and another kid from our league made it into the second round of bowlers, and he went head to head with most of the kids. He didn't lose by much, which is incredible. So he enters his second competition, which was just with our league, right? Now, most of these kids he's been bowling with have been bowling since they were like 5. He started bowling at 12. He won. He won a $500 scholarship to college on his second bowling tournament ever. So within his league, I suspect people left like money for scholarship money, whatever. Probably within his league, it's like a silent tournament, so to speak. And I got the email last night that he came in. He's one of the finalists. So it's him and another boy, and then it's 2 girls. So they do male female categories, which isn't usual, but in this one they do it specified from the family that the scholarship goes to one boy and the scholarship goes to one girl. So he's in the finals. So that is amazing. He's out bowled so many kids. And I understand like handicap and all that stuff, but super exciting. Super excited for him. So just thought I'd share that because I am getting better at building my personal brand and sharing my personal stories. So try those 3 columns, 1 for personal, 1 for family, and 1 for professional. And take off, put on pause what you can realistically put on pause for 60 days and take that time that you're taking back and commit that time to your business. If it's 3 hours a week you're taking back, slam away as much as you can of your business in those 3 hours during the week, right? That's one thing that we're going to be doing in Unstoppable starting to not tonight, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Is the second day, and we're going to be talking about business plans and how everyone is going to construct their own unique business plan. So super excited for that. So also, in addition to the 3 columns for ways that you can put things on pause to get back some more time. Oh, thanks for the excitements and congratulations, guys. Yeah, I'm super, 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 super proud of both my kids. I'm sure all parents say it, but they're amazing human beings. They're just really, really great kids. So in addition to writing down those 3 columns and trying to figure out things that you can put on pause to get back time for 60 days, do 2 columns and write down in one of them what is causing you frustration in your life. And that could be personal, professional, whatever it might be, self-care, like whatever it might be. Write that down in one column. And in the next column, write down a solution. What is it that you're going to do about it? You know, I mean, there's only so many hours in a day, but we waste a lot of time as human beings. Some people are go, 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 go from the minute their feet hit the floor, and they don't stop until they go to bed that night. I certainly understand that. So that's why it's important to figure out some things that we can put on pause for 60 days so we can take back some time so we can get things going for you. Whew. That ginger is bitey. Yeah. So hopefully that was helpful, everyone. Not sure who's still on here jamming around with me, but hopefully that was helpful. Trying to reduce your frustration in life and take back some time and find the energy to build your business and get that going. So I may pop on and do another live sometime this week. I'm not really sure how my week is. Oh, hey, Annette. Not really sure how my week is unfolding. I need to take a trip to the dealership and purchase my car. So, yeah. So try those to reduce your frustration, and let's just call that being more mindful, being more present for your life. It's going to help you build your business. It's going to help you get clear focus and direction in your business. And it's going to decrease your overall overwhelmedness in your life. Because as much as I like to say I don't like to have things super structured in my life, I do much better when things are. When I have too much time, I have too much time. When I have too much time, I tend to want to do nothing, because the times that I do have to work, I'm working a lot. So I don't feel bad about doing nothing when I do nothing, because I have a good plan for my business. Businesses, all three of them. So, all right. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to get down and finish cooking dinner. And thank you, everyone, for popping on and joining me. I appreciate it. Annette, I'll see you in a little while. It shows 2 people here. I'm not sure who's still here. But if whoever's still here is already signed up for Unstoppable, I will see you in like 2 hours. I can't believe it. Oh, Jim. All right. Yep. I will see you in 2 hours. Annette, I'll see you in 2 hours. Thanks so much. Anyone who does catch this on the replay, and it's after 6 p.m. on Monday, March 20th, sorry, you missed the Unstoppable, but hopefully it won't be something that's just a once and done thing. So, bye, everyone. Thanks for popping on. Jim and Annette, I will see you soon.